This is AI. This is not real. This is not. We might be looking at the worst title defense in Premier League history. And we're not talking about Leicester City, which is a very slow story. We're talking about Liverpool Football Club, multiple Champions Leagues, rulers of the 80s, one of the biggest clubs in the world, one of the biggest clubs in England. I'm going to show you two images. And I want you to tell me that this is real, because I refuse to believe it's real. I refuse to believe this is real. I'm going to show you 2 images. So this is Exhibit A. This is Exhibit A, and I swear to you this is AI. Because I am going to prove it, because I'm pissed off with freaking AI. I'm taking that freaking, what's called Queen Lizzie, jump off a freaking Hell in a Cell down onto freaking Stephen Hawking. I'm seeing AI produce Hell in a Cell matches between Queen Lizzie and Stephen Hawking. Amazing, by the way, Queen Lizzie has those moves. But guys, this is AI. So this is Exhibit A. Is that page 2? At Liverpool, who've spent half a bill, disrupted the transfer market, are they on page 2? Let me show you again, because again, maybe I'm not right. Are they on page? Are Liverpool behind Villa and United? And remember, United and Villa are yet to play. So United play Everton on Monday. So there could be daylight of 3 points between Manchester United and Liverpool. But I believe Liverpool are on page 2. Now for Exhibit B. So that was Exhibit B. Now I'm geared Exhibit B, and I want to tell that this is AI. Please tell me it's AI. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me we're in the simulation. Tell me we're in the freaking Matrix. Red pill, blue pill, Morpheus. What's up, baby? Forest are 16th. Liverpool, defending champions, spent the GDP of India. Somehow, at the crib, lost to a team with Dyche ball, reform ball, colonial ball, Churchill ball, bangers and mash ball, full English ball, that are 16th. 16th. I'm confused. I am genuinely confused. This is crazy. What has happened to Liverpool right now? This is crazy. Salah was playing, yeah. Isak was playing, yeah. Gravenberch was playing, yeah. They were all playing. So it's not as if this was like a beat. This was a full-strength team. I said before that they lost. Liverpool lost when they lost the title when Maguire headed that ball. That's when they lost the title. We've gone past that. The moment that they were no longer in a title competition was when they lost to United. Now we're having a different conversation. Forget about the title. Liverpool are fighting for a top 4. And again, guys, call me crazy. Call me a psycho. Call me crazy. But I think I see the storyline here. I told you, I'm in movie merchants, wrestling merchants, WWF, all that kind of stuff. So I see a storyline here. And I think the storyline is going to be Liverpool are going to struggle to make top 4. Liverpool, with spending so much money, may not make top 4, which is going to be a story in and of itself. Why do I see the storyline say Liverpool are going to have a horrendous domestic season, but they make the Champions League final? I truly believe, as bad as things have been for Liverpool domestically, I believe that these guys will make the Champions League final. somehow, some way. That they'll just figure out and they'll just be better in the Champions League with the teams they face in the Champions League. But against the kinds of teams like a Forest and so forth, they're just going to come undone. Bro, I remember when Anfield was a fortress. I remember when you went to Anfield and you were scared. You were afraid. You feared for your life. How are you getting lubricated? This is a pure prime lubricaciones. So you say if you don't want to speak English, I'll give you the Spanish version. This is a full-on lubricaciones. Lubricaciones. El lubricación. They got el lubricaciones at the crib. They got lubricaciones en casa. Mamma mia. El hombre. Fafanculo. Oh no, sorry, that's Italian. Bro, I mean, they're on page 2. They've won 6. They've lost 6. So guys, think about this. So we played 12 games. We played 12 games. So there are 26 games left to go because it's 38 games. They've lost 6 times already. Liverpool lost 5 times in total last season. And they've already lost 6 times already. And they've just gotten lubricated at the crib by a team who are currently 16th. Let me tell you. Let's talk real. Hold on. Let's talk real right now. Let's talk real talk. Slot may not see the end of this season. You see, I still affirm that Liverpool are going to do well in the Champions League. I just see that storyline 100% because as bad as they've been, their biggest win of the season was against Real Madrid. Again, that many people thought that they would lose and they were amazing then. But I just feel if this continues, no matter how well they do in the Champions League, if this continues, Arne Slot is not finishing this season. He will get sacked. And that will be just so shocking based on what happened last season. But this fall-off is crazy because just what makes it crazy is how much... It's one thing having the fall-off based on you being the defending champions and you being Liverpool Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in the world. What makes it crazier is the amount of money. I told you, they spent the GDP of a continent. They spent the GDP of freaking Krypton. And Krypton doesn't exist anymore, so it is what it is. So, spending the GDP of Krypton and Isak, all these kind of guys, and they're getting pimp smacked by Nottingham Forest. You're on page 2. To spend the GDP of a planet, and you're on page 2 after 12 games. You've taken 6 L's. This is tough. I mean, I don't think he sees the end of the season. But guys, I still affirm. So again, this is because I've talked too much. I'm going to talk more in the hangouts again. They might just make top 4, depending on if they sack Slot and they just run through. But basically, forget the title. I feel that they'll either just make top 4 or they'll come like 8th or 9th. So either they'll come 4th, squeeze third, or they'll come like 8th or 7th. If Liverpool finish on page 2 and they don't win the Champions League, this will be the worst defense in Premier League history. Taking everything into account, with the money they've spent, and them being Liverpool Football Club, if they finish on page 2, I don't give them that bum-ass FA Cup. If they finish on page 2 and they don't win the Champions League, this will be 100% the worst, most embarrassing and disgraceful defense in Premier League history. The plot thickens, man. Like that vid, do not become a member. Shout out to my Patreon peeps. Subscribe. And guys, we are going to have a ball tonight on the Hangout. Join us for that Hangout tonight. It's going to get real. Because I did my BDC, but I need to prepare for the Hangout. Wow.